In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Dear brothers and sisters, have you ever wondered what single act by Prophet Muhammad was so profound that it continues to shake the foundations of history itself? What hidden truth lies in plain sight yet remains unseen by millions? Before we begin, let us know in the comments where you are watching from. And if you love Allah and our beloved Prophet Muhammad, make sure to subscribe and support our Islamic content. Today, we uncover a reality so shocking, so miraculous, that once you understand it, your heart will never look at the Qur'an the same way again. The world stands at the edge of darkness. Oppression spreads like wildfire, hearts cry out for guidance, and humanity searches for truth. 14 centuries ago, one man performed an act so extraordinary that its echoes still reverberate through time. This was not just another event in history, it was the beginning of a miracle that would change everything forever. The year is 610 CE. In the cave of Hira, a 40-year-old man sits in solitude, reflecting on truth. His name, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, the trustworthy, the truthful. He does not yet know that this night will transform not only his life, but the destiny of all mankind. Suddenly, the angel Jibril appears with a command that will echo through eternity. Iqra, read. The prophet responds, I cannot read. 3 times this exchange occurs. Because the creator of the heavens and the earth chose an unlettered man, one who could neither read nor write, to receive the most eloquent and perfect revelation ever sent to humanity. This was no accident, no coincidence. It was the most deliberate and powerful choice in all of creation. Allah could have chosen any scholar, any poet, any philosopher, yet he chose Muhammad, the unlettered one. Why? Because when the Qur'an descended upon his blessed tongue, no critic, no enemy, no doubter could claim that these words came from him. How could a man who never read a book produce verses that silenced the greatest poets of Arabia? How could someone who had never written a letter speak words so perfect, so eternal, that they remain unmatched to this very day? This single fact that Prophet Muhammad was unlettered becomes the most powerful proof of his prophethood. Think about it, the Arabs of the 7th century were masters of poetry and language. Eloquence was their pride, their art, their very identity. Into this society came a man who had never studied language formally. Yet, when he recited the Qur'an, the masters of Arabic poetry fell silent. Even Al-Walid ibn al-Mughira, one of the greatest poets of Quraysh, admitted, By Allah, there is a sweetness in it. It is not the speech of humans. This was proof beyond denial. But the miracle goes deeper. Prophet Muhammad never studied theology, philosophy, science, or history. Yet his sayings, his guidance, and his laws surpassed the greatest scholars of his time. How did a man who never read the Torah or Gospel know their stories in such detail? How did he speak of the soul, the afterlife, the day of judgment, and future events with such precision? The answer is clear. Every word came from divine revelation. The Qur'an, revealed to an unlettered man, contains truths about the universe that science only discovered centuries later. The development of the human embryo, the barrier between salt water and fresh water, the expansion of the universe, the role of mountains in stabilizing the earth. How could a man in 7th century Arabia, without books or instruments, describe realities that modern science only confirmed in the last few hundred years? The only answer, this knowledge came from Allah, the creator of all things. Here is the beautiful irony. Though the Prophet himself was unlettered, he emphasized education like no one before him. He declared, seeking knowledge is obligatory on every Muslim, male and female. After the Battle of Badr, he freed literate prisoners in exchange for teaching 10 Muslim children how to read and write, subhanallah. The unlettered messenger ensured that his community would become the most literate civilization in history. Despite never studying law, Prophet Muhammad established a legal system that became the foundation for centuries of civilization. The Constitution of Medina protected religious minorities, established justice, and united tribes that had fought for generations. Despite never reading political treatises, he created principles of governance that emphasized justice, accountability, and consultation. Despite never reading military manuals, he introduced strategies like the trench conduct that military leaders still study today. But perhaps the most miraculous impact of all was on human hearts. The Prophet took a society drowning in tribal warfare, corruption, and idolatry and transformed it into a community of faith, justice, and compassion. Enemies became brothers. Hatred turned into love. The Qur'an did not only change books, it changed people. The Qur'an is not just words on paper. It is a living miracle, revealed to an unlettered man, preserved without a single change for over 1,400 years, memorized by millions across generations. Even today, when we recite it, we are witnessing the same miracle that silenced the poets of Quraysh. So, dear brothers and sisters, what does this shocking truth mean for us? It means that true knowledge is not simply in books, it is in the heart that submits to Allah. It means we must honor the Qur'an as the greatest miracle ever given to humanity. And it means that if an unlettered man could become the greatest teacher in history, then we can rise if we follow his guidance. The Prophet was unlettered, yet through him, Allah gave us the most perfect book, the most perfect law, and the most perfect example for all of humanity. May Allah grant us the wisdom to understand this miracle, the sincerity to follow it, and the ability to spread its light to the world. Ameen. If you found this video beneficial, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends. And let us know in the comments what amazes you most about this great miracle of our beloved Prophet Muhammad.